So my name is Rob Santon, and I am from Cork. In the past couple of years, I did the Fire Diploma in Applied Computing Technology and the Masters of Computing Science in UCD. I came from a non-computer science background, I suppose you could say. I did my undergraduate degree in commerce. Uh, I majored in economics, and I wanted to do something a bit more technical. I wanted to do something where I'd have the opportunity to learn some hard skills. And I was familiar, I did my undergrad in UCC, so I was familiar with the course, and I was actually familiar with some of the lectures beforehand. And I knew that the things that were being taught in the HDip were very practical, very fundamental, and would be very useful if I was to try and go on and build a career in technology. And that seemingly is the case. I suppose the best thing I could think of about the HDip was how practical it was. Like there's there's a lot of courses out there. For people to try and get into tech. There's a lot of like technical, IT conversion courses and stuff. Um, but I haven't done all of them now, so I can't really judge. But I think a lot of them sort of shy away from the harder, like deeper, fundamental computer science aspects of the field. But the HDIP doesn't shy away from that at all. It's very hands-on. It's very computer science, and it's very, I suppose, it's very practical, So that was so just from start to finish, it was just constantly you're doing things, you're writing code, you're looking at software, you're just doing all this practical stuff. That really is the whole point. I knew that the opportunity was there to go from the HDIP to the masters, and I suppose it was a good goal to set myself in a sense. Um, I thought it would be like it would be great for my own sort of. Uh, it would look good for me to not only have the HDIP but to do the masters also. But also like it's the opportunity to continue learning about uh, different like different types of technology. So to build on the things that you learn in the HDIP, and then you expand on that, and you when you do the masters, you see a lot of you see where the fundamental technologies go, and you sort of start to get involved with aspects of IT that are a lot closer to industry and that are a lot closer to what you'd be working with if you were to want to build a career. So I suppose that's the box that the masters ticks. It's more stuff to learn. It's more practical stuff, and it's closer to what people actually do in the real world. Not gonna be dishonest about it. Like the masters is any masters is a big commitment. It is like there's a big jump between doing a master's degree and doing an undergraduate degree in terms of the time commitment, the complexity of the things that you're studying, uh, and such. And it's the exact same in computer science. So it was a lot of work, without a doubt. But the material that was covered was extremely interesting. It's actually a lot more interesting than uh, you know you may get out of college and find that the things that you're working on are far less interesting than things that you study when you're doing the masters. So it was pretty consistently good, and the courses were like pretty consistently engaging. But definitely, like they did require you to knuckle down and you know to do the work. But if you're the type of person who enjoys doing that work, you know, it should, you should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. So like the job I'm in at the moment, um, I suppose I wouldn't have gotten it. I hadn't done both the HDip and the masters in ECC. Like the 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 role that was outlined, almost for nearly all of the technologies that were necessary to get that job would have been covered in some capacity, um, in either the HDip or the masters, whatever it is. And I suppose that's something that's true, that I felt was true for a lot of at least a lot of the graduate entry level roles that were out there when I was looking. So like I'd say the School of Computer Science like definitely prepares people for employment quite well. But you know, prepares gives people experience and practice on the technologies that they'd be using in their day to day jobs. Day-to-day. UCC, like UCC is easily, uh, I would say it's one of the nicest campuses in the country. I haven't actually seen all of them, so again, I can't judge on that. But being there is a pleasure, and I suppose uh, this. So I studied there I did both my undergrad and my postgrad study in UCC, and I have to say that coming from like a big undergraduate course where there's like a lot of students to the HDip and then to the masters where the class sizes are a lot smaller, uh, you really get to know the staff and the lecturers in the Department of Computer Science, and they really do go like they'll get to know you on a personal basis, and they will go, you know, outside of their way to help you and to respond to your emails and to answer your questions and to do all that. And like having been a postgrad in the School of Computer Science for 2 years, I would say that it's just a great environment to be in. You know, it's just a great environment to be learning in, and you meet some great people who are interested in the same things. And out of all of the studies that I've done, we got like my time in the School of Computer Science was like far my favorite, without a doubt. Thoroughly enjoyed. But yeah.